God said He is planting various good people in different political office in Nigeria. And I asked the Lord, but how is that going to happen? That the events that happened, people thought it was going to come out good, but it was the same. And He told me that there's going to be a political crisis where big men will start fighting each other. And He will open the eyes of people, the good people. These big men will pick them up, and they will be appointed in different political office in Nigeria. And then I asked the Lord, what happened to the first prophecy He gave us, which we did in our previous video? And He said to me that events are lining up to that day. Events are lining up to that day. Remember how we quoted Job 27, verse 21, which says that the east wind carries him away and he is gone. It sweeps him out of his place. It hurls against him and does not spare. He flees desperately from its power. Men shall clap their hands at him and shall hiss him out of his place. I want you to observe that we did not quote Exodus 14, which says that Moses had brought the people out of Israel from Egypt to the Red Sea, and God used him to divide the Red Sea with a strong east wind, because God had specifically given us Job 27, 21, verse 23, and said that events are lining up to that day. This is not my opinion, but I'm speaking what the Lord had revealed to us as a ministry. But while that is going to happen, God is going to plant people in office. For you shall be like a cedar of Lebanon, yielding forth fruit for Nigeria. God is going to open doors for you, for some people here. I saw some of you here. Your destiny is outside Nigeria. God is going to use people to connect you with the funds. You see yourself do so many things that bring in the finance, and then God will open your eyes to locate your place of destiny. Can I tell you? The Lord told me that Nigeria is Nigeria because of the people. When people are blessed, when people are prosperous, God can use you to exert His agenda. But right now that things are not going the way they should go, it seems as if nothing good is going to happen. But God said I should tell you and I that I shall do it. I shall do it in verse 11. For I shall do it for the remnant of these people. Thus declared the Lord Almighty. For your seed shall grow and will yield its fruit. The ground will produce its crops, and the heavens will send help. God will open doors for you. Lord, I declare that your word will come to pass. Fakwa zalin krisakash kasing garahos. Zuntan kami sinke fekaj kashi kekea zege. Zakwa zilen krahaj kelengre hezovo bahakateke. Touch your people with the power of the Holy Spirit. I just saw now that God is sending help your way. A rain of increase is coming your way. A rain of favor is coming your way. Receive it now by faith. Connect yourself with what God is doing. I see a cloud of favor. I see a new morning for you. It is happening for you. In Jesus' name we have prayed.
So, beloved, I believe you heard what the man of God has to say and what God actually revealed to him concerning the nation of Nigeria. As you all know, we're facing a lot as a nation, but God has given us that assurance, that settlement that is going to office a lot of new individual in our political setup. And he went further to say what God told him, how he's going to cause confusion in the midst of this corrupt politicians, and he's going to raise a new people that are not corrupt, people that are willing to do the work of God. And honestly, I felt at peace, I felt at ease, because as you all know, Nigeria is going through a lot. If you know how much Nigeria is owing China and all that, and then plus tax revenues and all those, they're trying to tax nations and all that, you understand, because it's not just Nigeria that is actually going through this, because Nigeria is owing about how many $100 trillion so in debt. And I began to ask myself, when are we going to actually pay back this money, and how much does an individual or a single Nigeria own this foreign people and all that, all these foreign funds and all that. And honestly, if you calculate it, it's in millions. You being in Nigeria already, you are in debt that you knew nothing about and all that. And I start to question myself, when are these politicians going to actually do things appropriately? Because they take these funds and they share it into their individual account, and it disturbs me, and I don't really understand what is actually happening. But God is in control and God is in charge at the same time, because it's very, very disturbing. Honestly, let me be honest with you at this point, because I don't understand how we say we have some mineral resources, but the ones that are being discovered in some various states in Nigeria that don't actually make it to the news. But the oil that will solely depends on prices of commodities are going up. Tax are being taken from a lot of company, even individual, because a lot of us are paying tax, what they call indirect tax. We are paying it, but we don't know honestly, because prices of commodity that you go to market to buy, and you're shouting on top of your lungs and you're complaining that why is prices of things going up, why are things like this, why are things like that, you are paying indirect tax, which you don't understand. If you watch right now in Kenya, they have been contesting and protesting against the government, because how can you tax bread, how can you tax vehicles, how many percent of what the original price is? And it's so mind-blowing that it's not funny and it's still funny at the same time, because I don't really understand what is actually going on in our political sector as Africans, as Nigerians, and all that, because it's a whole lot. These people go to IMF to borrow international funds, and then at the end of the day, they split it into their individual account, because you're not renovating any company that you say, okay, you're creating job opportunities, you're not doing any good road, you're not creating any awareness in the nation, and then all you do is just to tax. Then we don't even know where the result of the tax is going. 2024 alone, do you know how much Nigeria owes international fund, IMF, then other countries and all that? And these are questions we should be asking ourselves. And when God says He's going to raise new people, why I say it gladdens my heart. But see, the journey is not going to be tough and easy the way we see. Before you know, 2 years is just here. About 7 months from now, I'll be 8 months from now, we have entered 2 years, and 2 years more to go before another voting and campaign and all those things start again. And then there you start hearing all manner of things, all sorts of things and all that. Then you vote person into office, even though somebody that we desire, we want that person to come and sit on that seat. Do you know that person can come and sit and still the economic is messed up? Because the debts that these people have put, how are we going to pay it off? I thought a nation supposed to stand on its own and dwell or depend on its own revenues, commodities, and all those things. But no, we are used to import our things outside for them to refine it, then bring it to us as a finished goods. That is what we are good at, honestly, at this point. It disturbs me at the same time when I read the news or when I watch news and I see all manner of things happening within Africa. And we intend to blame it on COVID-19. For crying out loud, countries are excelling since after COVID-19. When are we going to wake up? When are we going to do things right in this nation, in this continent for good at once? Come on. It's as if we the black going into politics or tasting power in politics. All we know, all we are good for, it's just to loot. Come on, especially these West African countries. Come on, enough is enough for all these things. We are tired. In as much as God is giving words, it's as if He's dropping on deaf ears and on rocks or on barren lands, because these people are not doing anything to promote the nation or help the citizens. All they do is just to tax. And then at the end of the day, we want to say we are fine. See, with your money and all that, you can still get the things you want. You still can't do things you want to do. God, please help us. Honestly, if those people are going to be removed from office forcibly for others to take place of those their position, I would love it though, because there are ways we can actually go about all these things. Because it's no longer funny. It seems funny, but it's not funny. We intend to make joke or make runs on social media with what is happening, but it's damn serious. Honestly, if you read, you analyze, you ask yourself how many percent are being taxed, unnecessary tax. All in the name of they want to pay back IMF, they want to pay back this, they want to pay back this money they owe. Every year the money is increasing. Budget for this, budget for that, budget commencing of road and this, that, and nothing to show for it. It's as if this money they are just taking it, but we don't see anything, any evidence that they are actually doing what they say they are doing, is to renovate presidential villa and offices and all that. Didn't Buhari renovate those hospitals and kiniko? And today now Tinubu want to do this with his vice and all that. Shetima, what? Where are we getting ourselves? Yeah, it is a crime to be an African. Is it a crime to be a Nigerian? What? The stigma you face from other continents, it's not even enough for us. Then our own people treating us like trash, taking debts that we knew nothing about. It's not like as a citizen we are allowed to have access to loans and all those things that you can say, okay, you took the government loans that you're not paying back, that is why you're owing millions of nairas and all that. But as an individual, whether be a 1-month-old baby and all that, you are owing millions. Come on, let's look into all these things, because it's no longer funny again. No, it's very bad and heartbroken and all that. But I just say, let me come and share this prophecy with you. But it's just my heart that I'm just pouring out, because enough is enough. We had enough of this evil treatment from these politicians. So if God want to cause fire in their midst, burn them to ashes, let him go ahead at this point, because the things that I'm seeing as of today reading, it's very bad. So that is just it. This is the video I just said let me come and share with you guys. Please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly subscribe, comment, like, share with family and friends so that you don't miss out on any of our content. And also don't forget to turn on the post notification to get notified whenever we upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you. Thank you for always tuning in, and thank you for always watching our video. God bless you. So guys, please do well to share this video on all social media platforms to make sure it gets to a lot of people. Thank you for watching. God bless you.